Adventures of Insecurom! Witness the witless foolishness of brain cell numbing corporate short-sightedness and greed. Learn to not be afraid of being an educated consumer. Exercise as you run from morons who make broken and crappy games. Save money in these trying times by not buying garbage. Decide for yourself and Adventures of SecuROM!
Adventures of Insecurom brought to you by
gamers who hate corporate smoke and mirrors.
This is a life?
Now back to our program. There once was a time when gamers were the
winner!
Nowadays, with Insecurom and DLC, we're treated as the times have changed. Or have they? Don't understand? Let's get to it. What is Insecurom? It's similar to Sony's rootkit fiasco some years ago, and it appears they learned to be sneakier. This DRM is authored by Sony DADC Austria to prevent intellectual properties from being copied. Why Insecurom? It's not stemming the tide of piracy, it's contributing. Iceborne. Insecurom is annoying buyers. I suppose that is now purchasers with no rights whatsoever if corporations continue to have their way, compromising and or ruining computer components and software. All of this can steer people to piracy. Alert 3 was the first game I ever bought that I had to crack to play. Don't take our word for any of this. Educate yourselves. Get acquainted with interesting words and phrases such as
Red still knows! A-tip! Ring 3 level! Red Ring of Death?
Yeah, that too.
And EULA!
Excuse me, what does EULA mean? It's Insecurom's older, meaner grandparent. But we'll step back and let the next clip explain.
And speaking of death now, you never know when a fatal accident might happen to you or me. But I just happen to have a document here which will protect both of our interests. In the event of accidental death to one or the other, the survivor gets all the gold. B.U. Butch. And now, your signature for your protection.
And there you have it. Insecurom is much like DLC, a convenient excuse for companies to justify paychecks, a safety net to further cheat customers with broken and unfinished games. Since Insecurom is useless in preventing piracy, my question is this. Do companies think their mission statement should include giving gamers more reasons to not buy games? It must be so hard to care about customers when counting all that cash. Gather around, kids. It's poem time.
Margaret goes to the store to buy a game. She's a multi-year gamer. Don't make fun of her name. She places the game in her computer. The input CD key message is nothing new to her. After she finishes the typing of the last alphanumeric, concluding installation, the game refuses to play. Connect to the internet. Post-haste, it spams clear as day. While mildly annoyed, Margaret allows this cue. Quickly online activation completes. The game is ready to play. It's written in dark hue. Along with Insecurom quietly phoning home, Margaret studies the changes to her registry and watches the DRM spread automatically. All the while, Insecurom tracks her habits, every nuance, every roam. Margaret is underwhelmed with the game's performance. It seems so unfinished. It's a sequel for crying out loud.
Who cares, says corporate. Of our dev teams, we are proud. Shh, quiet. Pony up the $7 for DLC. It's great. It's a brilliant scheme we can milk out in all households in every state.
I want my $60 back, says Margaret. I didn't sign on for this.
Oh, but you did, says EULA. Indeed, says corporate. Somewhere in all that obfuscation, you knew the risk.
Margaret now has a coaster which she will not use to cheat others. Never again, she states. Never. To all who will listen and learn, be wise and remember my experience, so that it brightly burns. I am but one of many lost customers, no longer by greed smothered.
While this scenario has variations, it is not a new thing to anyone who has gone through it. Let's observe a happy customer. Excuse me, sir. Never mind. Keep in mind, when a person can get a cracked game that works better than the bought retail version, a company has not only failed in combating piracy, but has destroyed their credibility as well. Passing on the headaches of loss of income and lack of vision to the customer is no solution. Surely there must be a creative way to protect the company's investment without intrusive malware. Unless companies put more time and effort into making worthy games, a lot of us will stop spending and leave, taking others with us. As for me, I will not buy another game with Insecurom or any other intrusive DRM, even if that includes the games I am looking forward to. Get it together, game companies. Continue on this DRM DLC path if you dare. I won't walk it with you.
Me, myself, and I go to this act daily. And really do I not. No matter how I dodge, some jackal always nails me. No matter what the plot.
Gorillas in the mix. Wonderful Gorillas in the mix.
Cause you are a blabbermouth, a blabber, it gets no better. Lyrics on the diet cause it gets no fatter. Like the Gwen to the Guthrie. Jump to the bone to see what the search is with the verses. Swirl up the illustrious. Rapper dapper stopper fish. You want us to sell out your wish. My lips will never touch the circumference of a split. And if you see some coke or some still with some ill pill, yo, kick me in the grill.
Please don't press rewind, cause I'll just lay it down the line. Hey, how you doing? Sorry I can't get through. Why don't you leave your name and your number, and I'll get back to you.